Woo! It's Friday. Come on in. Come on in. You see Sparkle Baby is already sparkling high. You see she had
She
a
already
smile.
sparked.
Listen, I was saying, go on, Precious, take it over.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday.
And it really,
you know what?
It really is our Friday. You know that. It really
Friday.
is Friday.
Yes.
It's Friday. I work from home today.
Fresh Friday. I love it. I love it.
It's Faith. Phyllis said, Happy Faith-Filled Friday. I love that. Fill it up. Fill my tank up, God. Of course, Regina, Rich Rising. Good morning,
Quality
Monica.
over
Good
quantity,
morning.
baby.
Happy Friday. Patricia.
That's
Y'all
it.
up this morning. Y'all
I
not
know, right?
playing.
Good morning, G. Miss Patricia. Listen, Miss Phyllis came back with a happy, fantastic Friday, baby. I'm not playing with this thing. For Rico,
Come on.
in the house this morning. Listen, this honey, Friday is the day, baby. We done already got up. Our special guest, honey, greeted us with birds chirping, honey, this morning. So we already knew today. Listen, the Lord was already waking us up for a fabulous Friday. So this is the day the Lord has made. Farika came on and said, y'all better look fabulous.
Okay. They didn't give me the red memo, y'all.
Is that what it is? No, she didn't read it. No, we just
that's probably true. That's probably facts.
But Tiffany said, baby, let me let y'all know who I'm here for. I'm here for the doctor, baby. I ain't here for y'all. I'm here early, bright and early this morning. I love it, baby. That's what I'm talking about, Tiffany. Let them know you in the building. You hear me, Kathy? I forgot to say good morning. And she said, today is her 58th birthday. So happy birthday, Kathy, to you. Ring the bell.
Hold on. Let me sing my song to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Kathy. Go, girl.
You see how she do? Happy birthday, Kathy.
Yeah. Happy birthday, girl.
She did it. Go singing. Don't sing it weird. I heard the tune in there. Look, go ahead.
It's coming somewhere. It's deep down in there. It's too early in the morning.
Coming through, and I messed it up. The flow was right there, and I messed it up. Sometimes you can't cut off greatness. You can't.
Whatever. Come on. I'm ready for our special guest. Cynthia. Don't do that, Cynthia.
Yes, everybody saying happy birthday to Kathy. Enjoy your beautiful special day. So listen, we're not gonna waste time because what we have behind the scenes is getting ready to come to the forefront. She's a bad somebody. I want y'all to be excited because what we're gonna do. Oh, you got your friends through your phone, but just keep shining, sparkle, not singing. Shine. But first off, yes, shine, not the sing.
Tiffany said, I'm here for y'all too. Now,
Tiffany, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. Yay, we appreciate it. So listen, we're going to bring Dr. Nycorya on because if y'all don't know who she is a powerhouse. Let me just bring her on so y'all can see how beautiful she is first and foremost, and then we'll get into everything else, right? So, boom, there she goes.
Hey!
She was like, I didn't know.
Wait a minute, I wasn't ready for this.
I'm
Good
laughing.
morning.
Birds like, if y'all don't shut your mouth so I can get up here and do what I do. But that's okay because it was a beautiful melody. Whatever they were singing, melodies from heaven, baby. They were giving it to us early. You hear me?
Yes, they
So,
were.
yes.
And they was not shy.
Morning show. How are you, Dr. Nycorya?
Hey, I'm doing great. I've been in the background laughing. That's what I've been doing. When Sparkle was clearing her throat, I was clearing my throat. I'm like, if she needs some help, I'm like, if she needs some help, we get ready to have a choir on here, whatever we gotta do.
See how Tennessee do? See, we know she's from Tennessee. That's how the Tennessee women do. We don't leave us out there. So Garner, thank you, sis, for having my back.
Yes, I was
They
clearing
see
my
me
throat.
every
I'm
day
like,
and
all
know
right.
they have
I'm
my
like,
back.
I don't know what kind of tune I got this morning, but I can help out.
Yeah. We can say while we up here cutting up, y'all better be sharing this broadcast so they can hear what's going on with Dr. Nycorya.
Yes.
Sparkle keep trying to don't do that, Sparkle, because you know I'm from Tennessee too. You know I'll be doing
Yeah,
that.
but you be slipping and sliding. You think that you ain't got to Georgia, you know, that you got where the real roots are and stuff, you know.
See how they throw you under the bus. Let me go on in here and read this bio of our guest.
But can I just say something real quick before you say something? That you're talking about Tennessee. I'm the only one's not here from Tennessee, okay?
That is true.
And these two sisters know that I don't, you know.
That's why she don't know how to get buck
wild. A lot of people, but let me tell you something. I come to realize that the majority of the women that I do vibe with, they're from Tennessee.
Because that's what we do. That's what we
you know
do.
what I'm saying?
That's what we do.
I'm from Tennessee, and it's just like, wow, you know, the region. I'm just saying.
It is.
Baby.
I'm just saying.
Get you a Tennessee girl in your life. Get you a Tennessee girl in your life.
It'll change everything.
Nothing like it. Nothing like it. You hear me?
Yes. No, there isn't.
That
there
good
really
southern.
Yeah.
Girl. So listen, Dr. Nycorya. Oh, wait a minute. We can say Regina, girl, come on down, sunshine.
See, that's Frinka. She's another Tennessee. You know, a lot of them that I roll with are from Tennessee, and I'm like, wow, you don't ever know.
We're known for our sweet tea for a reason, girl. It's the reason why our sweet tea will give you a diabetic coma real fast because we believe in sweet tea.
Miss Phyllis said, I'm being peachy, baby, like Georgia.
Frinka said, listen here, they're not like us.
Yes, listen, they're not like us, baby. Frinka. Let me get on back to what I'm supposed to be doing. Dr. Nycorya Wilson is a native of Gallatin, Tennessee. She's a dedicated healthcare professional with over 2 decades of experience. She was educated in the Sumner County school system, where she holds a doctorate in ministry from Emmanuel Bible College, a master's in ministry, and a Bachelor of Science in Biblical Studies. You better come on and know the word, baby.
Educated.
She's a certified mental health coach and is currently expanding her expertise by pursuing life coaching certification. Residing in the Nashville area, Dr. Wilson is the wife of Pastor Ashley Wilson, a mother of 6. And I was laughing in the background. I said, looking like she just graduated high school, baby, talking about a grandmother of 9. Just be stretching stuff out, girl. Look at her.
That Tennessee water.
That's what it is. That's what it is. One of her pet. Look, Tiffany said, that's my big sister, baby, and you are beautiful.
That's my sis right there.
Listen, known for her love of reading, writing, and creativity, she draws inspiration from her favorite scripture, which is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things. Y'all know we love that scripture because it's all things, not some things, not a few things, not a little thing, but all things in Christ who strengthens me. And her guiding principle is be authentically who God created you to be. Dr. Wilson brings a passion for empowering women to achieve their fullest potential. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Because, baby, first book we want to talk about is uncovering what's behind the mask.
There you go. Come
on now. Slide there. We're going to back it up and let you tell people a little something about yourself, maybe something that they don't know.
Oh, wow. I think you just told them my whole life, just in a nutshell.
Boom. Gave to them.
About me, like you said, I am a wife. I'm a mom. I am a minister of God. I work in healthcare. Been doing that for over 20 years. I love helping people, which is why I am in healthcare. I knew what I wanted to do before I was even an adult. So, that's the path that God took me on. And I think that I was put on that path for a reason. So I'll just go there. I will say in healthcare, I'm often put in positions to where I have to minister to my patients. So, I do believe that that's part of my purpose. So
I
that's
love
just a
that.
little bit.
That's true.
Yes, I love that. Regina has a healthcare background as well. So
I
let's
do. You
talk.
know what? And then let me tell you what. I understand where she is going there. I've been in it for 24 years, and I found myself ministering to the patients, and it took me from where I am today as a holistic practitioner.
Mm-hmm.
So you see what I'm saying? Because I started seeing, I was clinical, so I seen a lot, and you're in it, you're studying it, and it's going against what I'm ministering him to.
Right.
And sometimes that happens.
Yeah. What I have discovered is ministry is not just on the four walls of the church. It's not within those four walls. You have
At
to come
all.
outside of those four
There you
walls,
go.
and God will put you in positions to where you have to minister to people on the outside, because that's what we're supposed to be doing, right? We're supposed
That's
to
what we
be
work
getting
for.
them on the outside and pulling them in. So I love I'm always put in that position. At first, it used to be a little uncomfortable, honestly. And I'm like, why not? Why not? If I know this is where I'm supposed to be,
Yep.
why not do what God is calling me to do?
That's right. Exactly. Outreach.
I
Absolutely.
love that. Because you know what? The thing about it is, God has deposited things inside of us. Our
Absolutely.
experiences that we have are unique, but it helps because sometimes we don't go through what we go through because it's for us, it's for somebody else, so that you
Right.
can encourage them, so that you can uplift them, so that you can inspire them, so that they know they're not in this world alone. Because for so many people, and that transitions beautifully into your book, because so many people out here are struggling with life. When you say
Right.
life be lifing, they understand that, but at the same time, it's like we don't understand that God be guiding at the same time. And
Same time.
so as you go through life and you're struggling, as you go through life and you're, hiding behind the mask, understand that there's nothing more powerful than God. There's nobody out here who can do for you what God can do for you.
Right.
And when you get that, and when you understand that, baby, we covered. It's like being a Waffle House, mother covered, all the things they tell you.
Yes.
Yes.
When they call out all the names,
Right.
baby, God got you scattered, smothered, covered, and everything. No matter which way
Everything.
you go, how you show up every day. That's how God is in our lives. He's all
Right.
around us, all up in us. And if you
Right.
can gather a hold of that, then you understand that life can life all they want to, baby. But my God is big and better than all of that. So,
Right.
Nycorya, let's talk about the mask. How did you
Yeah.
get into this
Yes.
book?
So for those who have not heard this, heard my little testimony about how I came about the book, just transparency. I was literally standing in my shower. And as I was standing in the shower, I could hear God's voice as clear as day tell me, "You're going to write a book." And I said, "No, I'm not." And I thought that I was, how you hear something, but you like, I didn't hear that. I'm tripping right now, right? And so I heard it again. "You're going to write a book." And I'm like, okay. But not only did God give me the name of the book, He gave me the title of the book in that moment. He gave me the first 6 chapters in that moment, as well as the first paragraph of the first chapter.
Amen.
So immediately I jumped out of the shower, wrapped up with a towel, went to my phone that was beside my bed, picked it up, and typed all of this in the notes section of my phone. And I was just blown away all day long. I'm like, I cannot believe this happened. I'm like, I don't know. But I was disturbed all day long. And it just kept on eating at me and eating at me. And all I kept hearing was uncovering what's behind the mask, uncovering. And I'm like looking at my phone. I'm like, okay, I got these 6 chapters. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. So it bothered me all day long. Went about my day. It was a Saturday. And the funny thing is, it was also my husband's birthday. It was also that my husband was sitting at the table preparing for a sermon actually during this time. So while I'm getting a download, he's getting a download. So later that evening, I shared with him, I'm like, hey, can I talk to you about something that's really weird that happened today? So I started sharing with him what happened. And he looked at me so strange. Well, while he was preparing his sermon, on the inside of his sermon, he says, God is about to birth a book on the inside of someone. He didn't know that someone was his wife.
Oh, wow. Look at God.
So that is how it all unfolded at that point. So from that point on, I started like writing a little bit here, writing a little bit there, writing a little bit here, just kind of bits and pieces,
Yes.
bits and pieces. But keep in mind, I said God only gave me 6 chapters of this book,
Mm-hmm.
but he did tell me that it had to be 10.
Right.
I didn't know why it had to be 10. Hey, whatever he said, right? So I had the first 6. So I just waited for the other 4 chapters to come. And I would say about a year later, he was like, here's your final 4 chapters.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kept on writing until I thought, hey, I'm ready, you know? And I think during that time for me getting ready was I needed to mature a little more in God. I needed to go through a little more before I was actually ready to say, hey, I'm ready to release this.
Yes, he was still preparing you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then when I looked at the different chapters, I was hesitant at first because I'm like, this can't be about anybody else. It has to be about me.
Ooh.
So what are the things in my life that I had covered up? You know, things that I didn't share with my mom, things I didn't share with my dad, things I didn't share even with my children or my closest friends, or, you know, just people that know me. They had no clue. You know, a lot of things people didn't find out until they started reading the book. Honestly. But
I understand.
I had to lay it all bare in front of God and everybody else in order to help somebody else. And that's
He
what
was
it's
being
about.
unleashed. He
Right.
unleashed you during that time. That's beautiful. Thank you for your obedience. Because God has told a lot of us a lot of things. He's not a slacker of telling you which way to go, what's next. It is us that's like, was that God? Is that really hear you, God? Is that what God? Is that what you want me to do? Is that you? When you know that's him, when you know it's him, you don't even have to second guess, because nobody else has that kind of ability to break down something and give it to you exactly how he wants. Nobody else has that ability.
Right. Right. Right.
You know what I find, Dr. Sparkle has said the other day that, you know how people will give you a prophetic word or they'll tell you something, right? But it's not going to be something that God has not already told you first.
Right.
So you heard it in the shower and you like, wait a minute, hold up. But when you talk to your husband, God, that was confirmation.
It
God
was
had already told
confirmation.
you. So there was alignment to say that, okay, so God, I know that was you then because you already told me. And then he comes back and gives me the confirmation. So understand God works, baby. Yeah, I don't care what y'all say, how
It
you
works.
feel.
Yeah.
Know
Yeah.
that God is working on your behalf. He is showing up and showing out.
He is always working, even when we don't know that he's working. And something just as simple as me coming on to share with you ladies this morning.
Right.
Normally on a Friday morning, I'm up getting ready for work. When Miss Angela messaged me the other day, she said, hey, what are you doing on Friday morning? What time you got to be at work? And I said, well, actually, guess what? I'm off. Seriously, God is always aligning. He is always aligning our lives. Even he's in the background working, y'all. Even when we don't know he's working, we sleeping and he's working.
Girl,
And
that's
he's
a
working.
beautiful thing. Trust the process because she absolutely right. I was trying to think like, it's already the middle of the week. Normally I would have had somebody, or we would have talked about somebody, and I was just like, hell, and he was just like, you know what? See if Nycorya is available. Let me reach out and see what time she has to be at work. If it's because y'all know Tennessee is an hour behind us. So y'all up early, right? And she was like, babe, I'm gonna be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And listen, brought the birds singing with her, honey, and all.
Yes.
What?
Because we don't get that melody. I felt like melody. I think I don't know, was it Miss Phyllis or Miss Patricia? One of them just talked about the song Melodies from Heaven. It was like God was saying, I want y'all to understand that this alignment is exactly what I needed you all to be and do and say
Yep.
on this Friday. Somebody
Mhm.
needed to be hearing about coming from behind the mask. And Tim said, yes, he's paved the way. Let's talk about some of the masks, Dr. Nycorya, that people hide behind, really.
It's funny when you said that, because as I was in there getting ready this morning, I was thinking, I'm like, what are some of the things that we hide behind? And then I start putting on my little foundation, and I start putting on my little lipstick, and I was like, pop this eyelash on, and I was like, you know what? We hide behind all this makeup we put on.
Mhm.
Literally, that
True.
is one of the masks that we hide behind. We get up, we get ourselves ready, and we look like we're ready to take on the world. But
Mhm.
actually, on the inside, we all jumbled up and messed up, right?
Mhm.
So that was one thing that came to me this morning. I'm like, we hiding behind the makeup. We hiding behind our makeup. We hiding behind our nice little hair we get we put on, all of those things. We hide behind all of those things. Um, and I said, we also hide behind our smiles. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
we hide
Yes.
behind the smile.
Yes.
We get up and we go out and we
Yep.
doing all the things and moving through life, and we're smiling and
Yep.
laughing, and then on the inside we are completely messed up. And I feel like I can speak on that because I was that messed up person.
Me too,
You know what
girl.
I mean?
Yes.
Like
I know
nobody
what
had
that
a
like.
clue. Yes,
A
nobody had a
dressed up
clue
mess. Look, a
that
dressed up
I was
mess.
Yes.
yes,
Dressed up.
that I was dealing with anxiety and on
Yes.
medication for anxiety and depression, and just feeling insecure about the way that I look, the way that
Everything.
everything,
Like
Mhm.
everything.
God couldn't do nothing right in my. I mean, in my mind, why did He even make this mess? Like it's
Right.
like, what's
Yes,
my purpose? Why am I even
yes.
here? Why do I even exist? It just makes you all those things. And once your mind goes there, it
Mm-hmm.
just keeps adding and adding and adding and adding. You like, so I know what you mean. And people, I love that you're saying it's safe to come behind. You don't have. It's safe. It's a safe place to
It
come
is.
from behind the mask. So go ahead and reveal who you are and who you are truly. I don't want to think like you.
Right.
Right.
It won't make me who I am. So I am so grateful that you were no longer standing behind the scene and walking in any kind of fear
There
of
you go.
releasing something that powerful.
Yeah, and even I would say, even during writing the book, even after I've written the book, the enemy will come against you and try to plant little things in your mind and try to
Mhm.
tell you, oh, well, you're not good enough. Nobody's going to want to read this book.
Yep.
Who are you to
Instantly.
want to minister and help somebody else? But the devil is a lie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
No, ma'am. And where I would say where I would used to keep those things bottled up and not tell anybody what I'm going through, I'm getting on the phone and telling my husband, hey, babe, we need to go into prayer because this is what just happened right now. I
Yeah.
know my girl that's on here, my sister right there. I know I can pick up the phone and call Tiffany and say, hey, sis, I need you to go into prayer right now, because when she prayed, let me tell you what, some stuff started happening.
Amen. Amen.
So,
Thank you, Tiffany,
Exactly.
so
for being that sister. Everybody needs a praying
Mhm.
sister that don't go into all the details,
All
ask
that.
a bunch of questions.
mm-mm. No questions asked. Sis, I
None.
need you to pray for me.
That's
That's what
it.
I do. I need you to pray. And when
That's
she
it.
started praying, let me tell you what, the testimonies will start coming in. And that is the truth.
Then she said, God can and will handle the
That's it.
imperfections. It's all purposeful. Let's go back to what you said, hiding behind the smile.
Yes.
Because we do that so often, or hiding behind, how you doing? Oh, I'm fine.
I'm good.
I'm
Mhm.
good. And keep it moving, knowing that that is not how you are. I love that we have a Sparkle and I, Regina, a mutual friend, G.
Yes.
And one of the things that, she was always say, how you doing? And I might say, I'm fine. And she, how's your heart?
Mm, that's good.
People don't ever really go behind the I'm fine or I'm good. They just like keep it moving. We're in a microwave society where people just go, 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 and you don't really stop. But there's sometimes people really want you to get a little bit deeper to
Yeah.
see.
Yes.
Sometimes people don't feel seen, they don't feel heard. Sometimes
Right.
they're going through,
Right.
and that's just all they know is if I tell you, I may fall apart. If I tell you, I don't know how I'm going to handle the rest. If I tell you, will you still love me? It's the imperfections about me, the things about me that I'm insecure about, that I'm, not sure about. How will you feel if I tell you that I'm not the superwoman that I portray myself to be? Because for a lot of women, that's how we carry ourselves. You got to be a superwoman, a super mom, a super wife,
A
a super
boss lady.
sister,
I'm a boss.
yes, a
I'm a
boss
boss.
lady. And all these things don't give you room from society's perspective to be tired, to be weak, to be exhausted, to be unsure, to not know. You know what I'm saying? You people used to come to you and you know the answer. To say that I don't know, for some women, that's hard. Or to say no, that's hard.
Yeah.
So you hide behind the mask of a smile, the mask of I'm good, and nobody goes beyond that. But it's beautiful, like you said, for Tiffany, for me to call and say, I need you to pray. And she ain't asking you, well, girl, what's wrong? Well, what happened? Well, what did he say? Well, what the children doing?
What we're going
So they can go home and tell somebody else, girl, she be acting like she got together. But girl, her stuff ain't no better than nobody else's. And that's the reality of things. That's what we deal with.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's the truth, because the people that you think sometimes that you can trust with what's going on in your life, or what you have done, or how you have operated, they will be the one that you like, really? Did you really tell Regina? Because people think we're all in the same circle. So since we're all in the same circle, it's okay for me to tell Regina stuff to Angela because we're in the same circle. They forget, if Regina wanted me to know, guess what she would have done?
She would have told you.
Straight to your face. Yeah, of course.
But it's some stuff that even though we in the same circle, she revealed it to you because God directed them, obviously, to come to you. They trust you with it. And then you're going to share it with somebody else. Oh, but we all, we all part of the Empowered Morning Queens. No. We're all part of the...
No.
Look,
we have
for
to,
you to
some
pop up
things are
and
sacred. Always respect. There's no sacredness that comes to you.
Yes. Why didn't you tell me that you was whatever? Why didn't you tell me you was dating Philip? Because I didn't want to tell you I was dating Philip. Obviously.
Tiffany said, ask God for true accountability and a safe space.
Yes.
And then no. But, again, I want y'all to make sure to check yourself. What are you hiding behind? Is it insecurity? Is it fear? What is it that you're hiding behind? And then understand that everybody is dealing with something. It's not just you. Sometimes we feel like we're the only ones, but it's people out here who, are hiding behind the fact that they had a child at a young age and hiding behind the things that people counted you out. Hiding behind the things that, you just got fired from your job, or you just had a repossession of your car, or, all the things that we don't want anybody to know. But guess what? 9 times out of 10, they've probably been there and done that. Or they know somebody who they love that has done the same thing. It's okay to be who God created you to be, because he created us to be special. And we fearfully and wonderfully made. Who are we to not embrace that? Who are we? To not love who you are when God created you one of a kind? How can you not? Why would you not?
Right.
Come from behind the mask. But look, time is winding down. I want her to, y'all get that book, but I want y'all to come back, because once you identify the mask that you're hiding behind, baby, she done came with a 60-day devotional to help you get in touch with God, honey, and to help you build you up so that you can continue to move forward in your authenticity. So, Nycorya, talk about the devotional.
So as I was finishing up on the book, God dropped in my spirit, you're going to do a devotional. And I'm texting Angela. I'm like, look, now, as soon as we finish with this one, we got another one coming right behind it. And she's like, okay.
Sounds like that good old Amos 9:13 through 15. Yeah. Before I can say thank you for what, because I think God sometimes, he says, I'm ready for your yes. I'm going to see if you're going to say yes, and you're going to go through it. And he was like, oh, so she going to do it. So here you go.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have it's called Daily Reflection, 60 Days of Inspiration for Your Spiritual Journey. So it's basically just each and every day there is a daily reflection, there's a prayer, and there is a devotion that goes along with it. Because I don't care what time of the day you have your devotion to God, I believe that every single day you need to get in your word and you need to study and you need to commune with Him. Because the only way that we can have true peace, true joy in life is to what? Sit quiet alone with our Father and listen to what He has for us to do. So every single day. So it's 60 days. That doesn't mean that you get to day 60 and you stop. You can just start over again, because what you didn't get in the first 60 days, you're going to pick it up in the next 60 days. And so however many times you need to cycle through, continue to cycle through until you get what you need.
Amen.
I love to continue to cycle through, because I think sometimes we think, oh, it's 60 days, so girl, I'm done, but I'm still struggling. Because you know how many times people will say, you at church and you will see somebody there come to the altar, and then the next month they back at the altar for the same thing, because sometimes we don't get delivered in that moment because we haven't truly surrendered.
Yeah.
Keep on knocking until the door opens.
Keep on knocking until the door opens.
Keep knocking until the door opens. That's what that gives me.
Oh, she said before she could get comfortable, He kept her busy. Because we will get comfortable. And when we get comfortable, you just like you start moving real slow, because you still celebrating that first one.
Right.
And God was like, I ain't moved on. And you still up there. Girl, I wrote my book. And He like, we got more books in
We
us.
got more. There's more on the horizon. There's more on the horizon.
More on the horizon. And I'm going to say this. One of our sisters, Tiffany said, keep going. One of our sister friends, Jasmine D. Millish, did a show last night, and she was talking about, are you resting or are you resisting? And the thing about it is, sometimes, God will give you the book and He'll give you another idea, but you would say, well, you know what, I'm just going to rest for a minute, and get my thoughts together and whatever, but you ain't really resting. You're resisting what God told you to do. You're procrastinating and doing other things to keep you from doing what God told you to do, because see, God is not a God that He's just going to let you chill on the gifts that He's given you. He's going to tell you what you need to do. But we come up with excuses. And Regina, you know how you are about excuses, baby. Look, we're not doing excuses. You got to be obedient, because the word says obedience is better than sacrifice. Yes. Be obedient to what God told you. And then when you get the message, go forth. Like Tiffany said, keep going. Don't say ouch. Yes. Because we all like guilty of it. Like, oh, I'm just taking a break, girl. I just need to, relax and reset. No, you're resisting what God told you.
Yeah,
I'm just getting myself together.
Yeah, one of our mentors told us that success loves speed. So in order to be successful, you got to keep on getting on it. You got to keep on getting. You don't want to lose your momentum. That's good. Don't lose your momentum.
Don't lose your momentum. That's good. That's good.
Momentum, yeah.
Yes. So
it
tell us.
It almost becomes addictive. It almost becomes addictive.
Yes. That is so true. Nycorya has an event coming up. Share with the ladies about that. Come on, Tennessee ladies. Let's make this happen for her. Come on.
All right. So Saturday, April 5th at the Chapman Room. It's in Jolton, Tennessee, which is like just on the edge of Nashville. I am having an event. It's called The Power Behind the Mask. Because as women, I feel like we need to be able to take our power back. So all the women that will come out, they will be given a mask. We are going to do some things with those masks. I have 3 powerful women that are going to be speaking. Ambi Shante, Delisa Voorhees, and Dr. Aletha Kimball. The ladies are ready. They are ready to come out and share what God has shared with them. And we want everybody to be in the room. So if you want to get your ticket, it's on Eventbrite. Tickets are $25. $25 on Eventbrite.
That's what's up. I'm telling you, impact is going to be made. Look, she's going to be in Nashville, the Nashville surrounding area, doing her thing on April the 5th. We're going to be here in Atlanta doing our thing April the 5th, baby. Some power is going to be moving April the 5th. You hear me? Wherever you are, get in and tap into the power that is going to be released. And I love that, the power behind the mask. please let everybody know. Tiffany said it's going down, baby. Come on and be ready. Get there, baby. Everybody need a Tiffany in their life, honey. Tiffany said,
I am blessed. I am blessed to have my Tiffany in my life. Let me tell
I'm like,
you.
Tiffany, are you taking applications?
See, who you say? We need to know. Look, we can put it up here so that make sure the chairman room. Look, we got our own of Tiffany.
We
But
got, yes, our lovely queen,
Yes,
Farika.
thank you.
we do. So, Dr. Nycorya, please let people know, because I know we are at the time, and I don't want to hold you up because you know you were so gracious and everything to come on this morning. But how can they get in contact with you and then share whatever it is you want to share to end out the broadcast?
Okay. So you can find me on Instagram, just my name. I promise you there's no other Nycoryas in this world that I have met. So you will find me easily on Instagram. Also on Facebook, I'm listed as Nycorya and Ashley because I share that page with my husband because we also do ministry as well from that personal page. So Instagram, Facebook. I'm also on LinkedIn, just my first and last name as well. And as I always say, just to end the broadcast, is my favorite thing to say: be authentically who God created you to be, because there is only one you who can do what He called you to do.
Amen.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Tiffany said, baby, it's going to be some shifting and shaking going
Yes,
on. I'm
ma'am.
telling y'all. Tie your wigs down so that way won't none be falling off because it's about to go
Put that
down. You
extra glue on there, on them edges. Make sure them edges glued in real good.
Get you a bobby pin or something and stick it in there so it won't be going
Now,
nowhere.
I'm gonna tell you, sew in the edges around, so when it starts to shake it, that good glue, that good thread gonna keep it together. So you won't come completely behind the mask. We don't need to see the braids that's going back to.
Oh my goodness. This is for Friday, right? Okay. This is for Friday, y'all.
For sure.
We thank you so much for
Thank you for the invite. So much fun. Thank you so much.
Baby, I'm telling you, that time went by fast as I don't know.
It did.
Almost at 40 minutes. But hey, it was all worth it. And y'all, that was just a taste. So y'all just think, she just gave you a little sample. You know, and sometimes when you get a little taste of something, you're like, oh, that was so good. I need a little bit more. Make sure you follow her. Make sure you go ahead and purchase the books. They are on Amazon. Search her name so you can pull it up if you forgot the name. Farika, this is my girl. Come on. Go to Instagram and Facebook and Dr. Nycorya Wilson. Go ahead and follow her so you know what she's doing, how you can connect with her, how you can be inspired by her and her husband because they do ministry together. And Tiffany, we are so glad that you were on here this morning.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you so much.
Marika.
We thank Tiffany for coming on board too, to let you know she is not in this alone. Act like you want to touch it, you want to. Tiffany's sitting there like, I wish you would. So thank you.
Tiffany from? She from Tennessee too?
She is.
Of course.
She's in Tennessee.
Baby, look, you better get you a Tennessee girl in your life. I'm trying to tell you, I thought you knew.
Thank you.
Listen, Miss Phyllis has already told you, Tiffany's a beautiful panel of women. Have a beautiful day. Same to you. Cynthia said thank you for being on Nycorya. And I heard Miss Phyllis has already given the benediction. We didn't act it out of order. So Sparkle hit it.
Reverend Pat is Reverend Pat. Reverend Pat will be on right after us. So come back Monday. Have a marvelous, awesome weekend. It's gonna rain, but that means you can get out. You don't have to stay in the house if you don't want to. It's called an umbrella. Grab your umbrella and keep on moving. So have a good weekend. We will see you on Monday. I believe God. Do you believe God? We believe God. I believe God. We believe God. We believe God. We believe God. We believe God. Have a blessed one.
Wonderful.